मेरे कद की बात की तो मैंने कहा ग्वालियर चंबल और प्रदेश की जनता ने उनको अपना कद बता दिया है।
See ourselves today as not just as we saw ourselves for last 30 years as a consumer of tech. We are the fastest growing economy in the world. We are the fastest growing digital economy in the world. But going forward, as the Honorable Prime Minister said, the next decade, which is the India decade, a decade of technology opportunities, will see our innovation ecosystem expand and deepen in a way that is unprecedented. And we will go from the current levels of $400 billion to $1 trillion by 2026.
Firstly, I think we should all congratulate the Honourable Minister who has been in charge of the superlative campaign in Madhya Pradesh, and that was what a terrific victory that was for the BJP in Madhya Pradesh. So many congratulations.
Thank you.
It was just amazing. And you made a very strong remark after the BJP emerged victorious. You said something which it put the Congress into history books. Very unlike you, actually, because you're very understated. You said Digvijay Singh and Kamal Nath are now history. We must forget them and move on the path of development. and people thought, oh my God, this is a person who was described as a technocrat. But that's a very aggressive political line. So tell us the backdrop of it, this victory, and what is behind that statement of yours.
If you look at Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, these elections basically clearly demonstrated the trust that people have developed in Modi ji's governance, in his policies of empowerment, and in the way he has actually taken the benefits down to the last family, down to the last person, down to the last village. This is very different from the experience people have had over decades before, where there would be announcements at the top, but nothing actually happening on the ground. Modi ji's period, announcements followed by perfect execution, followed by measurement, followed by taking feedback. In that complete cycle, people have shown the trust.
Now let's go straight into the issue. I mean, the subject and the theme of today's deliberations, which we've had since this morning. You work very closely with the Prime Minister. You have very important economic portfolios that you have with you. We are predicted to grow between 6.5 and 8%. Last GDP Q2 growth was above 7.5%. How far can this grow? One, if the global economy begins to taper off, which it is predicted to go around 2% in some time, what will be the impact on us? Will our expectations and numbers also come down? Mr. Vaishnav.
See, when COVID came, that period was a very difficult period. The entire world had a couple of choices to be made in how they handle the economy. We also had certain choices to be made. That was, if you ask me, that was a turning point in our economic strategy. The way our Prime Minister has managed the economy right from 2014 onwards, his focus initially was on making sure that the banking sector, the financial services sector, the overall economic structure comes to a proper shape. Because without having a strong foundation, the policies of growth, they actually require a very strong foundation. So the first 5 years were practically